Today's Monday, July the 20th. We're here in Exeter, soybean demonstration plot. Right now I'm standing inside of our strip tillage treatment. You can see behind me, we're in the 30-inch row twins. Rows are really starting to fill in here. Nice, lush looking beans. Had a nice shot of water here on the weekend. Some wicked winds though, man. Just south of Exeter, some major damage to some grain bins. But I think the crops all like that drink of water that came along today. So here we are in the strip tillage, just taking a look down in the canopy. Lots of viable flowers there, well into that R2 stage with those flowers up in the upper nodes here now. Good looking yield potential here. Lots of flowers and hopefully gonna translate into lots of beans. So we'll see what happens here in these 30-inch twins, but definitely looking good. We look across here, so this particular area where we're standing last week got a shot of fungicide as well as a shot of Fortify K. We're considering whether we might do a second pass here of fungicide. If we've got the opportunity, we may, just to add some more complexity to the trials here, but we'll see what the weather brings and make some decisions later on regarding that. So pulled a couple plants here out of the strip tillage plot. Again, lots of flowers up to the upper nodes there. Doesn't look like any abortion yet. Looks like perhaps the start of a pod down there at the lower node. But interestingly, starting to see some branching, like on this exterior branch here, coming off, starting to spread its wings a bit, and we can see that filling in the rows. So obviously there's some branching potential out of this variety here. Now we're inside of the 30-inch twin rows inside of the 2680H disked portion of the farm. So in this area of the farm, we also have, just to my left here, we have some 15-inch rows. So what we did, just took some selective plants here. So here's a plant out of our 30-inch twins. We can see lots of branching on it starting, spreading its wings to try and make itself nice and wide and capture that light. A little bit, there's similarities, but definitely a lot more of an upright structure. So this is in a 15-inch row, seeing that reaching taller as opposed to wider. It's still branching to some extent out wide, but there's definitely a difference in stature. It's hard to tell here, I'm trying to hold my phone, but there's definitely a difference in stature in terms of plant height. 15-inch rows, pushing up a little taller there. Lots of flowers here on this 15-inch bean. I'd say probably a comparable amount to this 30-inch. We'll maybe do some pod counts closer to harvest on these different row widths, and some people have observed differences that way. It'll be curious to see per plant some pod counts. We're now standing in the 2730 disc ripped portion of the farm. Here right now we're going to look at different row widths, 30-inch twins versus the 30-inch. Right now we're standing inside of the 30-inch twin rows. So let's take a look at the plants. So here's a plant from our 30-inch twin rows, similar to the other 30-inch twins and the other tillage treatments. Starting to get a lot of branching going off of this plant. Lots of flowers. Lots of action happening there. Compared to a 30-inch row, I'd beg to say that the 30-inch row bean definitely is spreading its wings a little bit wider. Got a thicker stalk on it to try and support that plant. It's really pushing things out. There are lots of flowers, especially on these branches. It has lots of flowers coming here too. To a lesser extent, maybe about the same on these branches on the 30-inch twins. Tough to say, but potentially might see some differences here at the end of the year when we go to count pods.